Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside big TDE.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. In motion left goes Sutton. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. A give to Williams, running right. He's got it to the 43 here. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Wilson is going to keep it. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And now off to the races, down the right side. Well, he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for KC, 69 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. Loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DJ Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're gonna look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, that is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes now on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point by Butker is on target. We're even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. My spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Now Williams running left. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
32-yard line.
2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
That's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Since so far to this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Moving inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Broncos on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in. Ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Screen play set up for Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
22 yards. First down, Broncos.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They are in an interception move on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3 scores. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And his guys are going to take off at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you've got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Well, after he punted that ball, he's probably frustrated that they had a sizable return against his punt, but he made amends by stepping up to make the tackle.
Yeah, he made amends and probably covered a few of his teammates who didn't handle it very well, because once the return breaks like that, you're thinking touchdown. And he prevented it with a nice play.
And Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Another interception, and I just had to double check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
It's just a calculation. Checking in. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad route.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 195 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 32 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Wilson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes You got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And they take a knee. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again, it's Williams. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a 4-10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. On the return, it's Tony. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Williams. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, able to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. The busy night continues for Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pushed the second half shot.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think that would be the best play to the game?
The second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just no focus on what they planned to do in the game, then they just played better. Whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for